God says, listen carefully, because this message is not arriving by accident. This message is for you, and even though many voices compete for your attention every day, I am asking you now to become still for a moment and hear what I am placing before your heart. You have been moving through a season where confusion has tried to wear the mask of truth, where noise has tried to drown out peace, and where the pressure around you has tried to convince you that you are forgotten, delayed, unseen, or left behind. But I, your God, am not absent from your story. I am not distracted by the size of your problems, and I am not late concerning the promises that I have spoken over your life. I see the questions you never say out loud. I see the tears you hide. I see the heavy thoughts that come to you in silence. I see the moments when you look strong on the outside while your spirit is tired within. And I am speaking now to tell you that I am still in control, still opening doors, still shielding you, and still moving pieces that you cannot yet see. You have asked me for a sign more than once. You have wondered whether the doors in front of you are real or only illusions. You have wondered if the opportunities you dream about are too big for someone like you, too far away, too impossible, too reserved for other people. But I am the God who makes the impossible bow before my will. I am the God who calls the hidden forward and turns the overlooked into the chosen. I am the God who can take one moment, one connection, one unexpected event, one conversation, and use it to shift years of limitation. That is why you must not let fear make your decisions now. That is why you must not let delay speak louder than destiny. That is why you must not let discouragement convince you to stop just before the turning point I have prepared. This urgent message linked to Elon Musk is not about worshipping a man, chasing a name, or placing your hope in human power. Hear me clearly. Your help does not come from wealthy people. Your salvation does not come from famous people. Your identity does not come from the approval of powerful people. Your future is not built on a celebrity's attention. Your future is built by my hand. But I am also the God who can use kings, leaders, strangers, platforms, technology, influence, and unexpected channels to place you in the exact moment you prayed for. I can use what the world sees as impossible to remind you that nothing is beyond me. So do not misunderstand the message. The name attached to this moment is not the source. I am the source. I am the one behind the door. I am the one behind the timing. I am the one who can make the world notice what heaven already approved. You have entered a season where you must learn the difference between excitement and alignment. Not every urgent voice is my voice, and not every bright opportunity carries my peace. Some things glitter but do not grow you. Some doors impress people but imprison purpose. Some invitations look important yet pull you away from your true assignment. But when I send a message, even if it comes in a surprising form, it carries weight in your spirit. It does not only stir your emotions. It awakens discernment. It does not merely flatter your ego. It stretches your faith. It does not only make you dream bigger. It causes you to surrender deeper. That is how you will know I am in it. My voice brings both fire and peace. My direction brings both urgency and order. My movement calls you higher, but it never asks you to abandon wisdom. For a long time you have felt that your gifts were ahead of your opportunities. You knew there was more in you, but the environment around you did not seem ready. You carried ideas no one understood. You held visions people mocked. You spoke with passion while others answered with doubt. You tried to explain what burned inside you, but many only saw your present limitations and not the future I had planted in you. Some judged you too early. Some dismissed your hunger. Some smiled at you and secretly assumed you would never rise beyond where they met you. But I allowed you to go through those moments so your foundation would be in me and not in applause. I allowed hidden seasons because roots must grow before branches stretch wide. I allowed quiet years because depth matters before exposure. I allowed misunderstanding because your identity needed to be purified from the addiction to human validation. Now I am telling you that a transition is near. Something connected to innovation, visibility, communication, technology, bold ideas, influence, or expansion is being stirred around you. You have sensed it in fragments. You have felt a strange pull toward larger spaces. You have felt your spirit refusing to settle for old patterns. You have noticed that what once satisfied you no longer feels enough. That is not restlessness for nothing. That is movement. That is preparation. That is the stretching before increase. You are not crazy for wanting more if the more you seek is rooted in purpose. You are not wrong for believing that your life can touch larger rooms. You are not foolish for thinking that one day your gifts could be seen by people far beyond your present circle. I am the one who placed that holy ambition inside you. The enemy wants to twist ambition into pride or bury it in shame, but I am restoring it into purpose. There are moments when I allow a name like Elon Musk to cross your path, not because that person defines your future, but because I know how human minds work. I know what gets your attention. I know what makes you look up. I know what symbolizes scale, innovation, boldness, and breakthrough in your imagination. And sometimes I will let a symbol appear so your faith can begin to imagine the size of the thing I am actually doing. You have kept me in too small a box. You have prayed small prayers while carrying a calling that requires larger faith. You have asked for survival when I was preparing strategy. You have asked for relief while I was planning expansion. You have asked for enough while I was teaching you to think in overflow. I am not limited to the level where you first met me. I am still revealing myself to you. I am still showing you what I can do through a surrendered life. But I must warn you with love. Do not become so fascinated with being seen by the world that you stop caring whether you are known by me. Do not become so thrilled by the possibility of influence that you neglect intimacy. Do not chase platforms while neglecting prayer. Do not chase opportunities while abandoning character. If I place you in a larger space, it will not be so you can lose yourself there. It will be so my power can be seen through a vessel that stayed humble enough to obey. The higher I take you, the lower your heart must bow. The more doors I open, the more you must guard your soul from pride, comparison, vanity, and self-deception. Fame without formation destroys people. Access without integrity ruins people. Speed without wisdom confuses people. So if you sense urgency in this message, let it be an urgency to purify your motives, align your heart, and prepare your spirit for what you have been asking me to do. You have felt recently that time is moving strangely around you. Some days feel delayed and heavy, as though nothing changes. Then suddenly a single moment carries unusual intensity, and you feel that something could shift at any second. This is because you are standing near a hinge moment. There are seasons where progress is hidden underground, and then there are moments when what was developing in secret begins to push through the surface. You are nearer to one of those moments than you realize. That is why your emotions have been inconsistent. That is why old fears have tried to come back. That is why fatigue has visited you. That is why distraction has increased. The enemy often intensifies noise when he senses movement. He hopes that confusion will make you misread the season. He hopes that delay fatigue will make you step away right before fulfillment. But I am telling you now, do not back away. Do not shrink. Do not settle. Do not return to the old version of yourself just because transition feels uncomfortable. I am calling you to pay attention, not panic. Urgency from heaven is not chaos. Urgency from heaven is clarity with momentum. It is when I say, wake up, prepare, respond, clean this up, release that burden, stop delaying that task, revisit that idea, complete that assignment, organize your thoughts, refine your skills, and be ready when the next door appears. Some of what you have been waiting for is also waiting for your readiness. You keep asking me where the breakthrough is, and I am asking you where your consistency is. You keep asking me where the open door is, and I am asking you whether your hands are ready to carry what comes through it. You keep asking me for an audience, and I am asking whether your private life can support public increase. You keep asking me for influence, and I am asking whether your speech, habits, disciplines, and hidden decisions are aligned with what influence requires. This is why this message is urgent. Not because you need to be manipulated by fear, but because you are too close to drift carelessly. You cannot keep treating your purpose like an optional hobby. You cannot keep treating your gift like a side thought. You cannot keep letting laziness, inconsistency, self-pity, and overthinking rob you of momentum. Enough of the cycle where you feel inspired for a day and defeated for a week. Enough of the pattern where you dream big in private and then sabotage yourself with doubt. Enough of starting and stopping. Enough of waiting for perfect confidence before obeying. Confidence grows through obedience, not before it. Strength grows through use, not through wishing. Direction sharpens through movement, not through endless fear. If I have placed something in your hands, use it. If I have shown you a path, walk it. If I have warned you about distractions, cut them off. If I have highlighted a skill, develop it. If I have opened a small door, honor it. The small door may be connected to the larger one. Some people around you cannot understand why your spirit reacts strongly to messages about breakthrough, influence, or a sudden leap. They assume you are unrealistic, dramatic, or lost in fantasy. But they do not know what I have shown you in quiet moments. They do not know the whispers I have placed in your spirit. They do not know the dreams I have stirred, the pictures I have given, or the unusual sense that your life has not been designed for ordinary limitation. Yet even with that knowing, you must remain grounded. A great future does not excuse present irresponsibility. A prophetic stirring does not remove the need for practical wisdom. If I am training you for greater things, then your current habits matter even more. The one who cannot steward 1 hour will struggle with larger schedules. The one who cannot honor one assignment will mishandle many. The one who craves visibility more than truth will be broken by exposure. I know you have wondered whether one message, one call, one contact, one platform mention, one viral moment, one introduction, one response, or one unexpected connection could really alter your path. Yes, it could. I have done this many times throughout history. I have raised people in a day after years of obscurity. I have brought Joseph from prison to power in one movement of timing. I have lifted David from the field to the palace through a process no one could manufacture. I have placed Esther in the right room for the right hour. I have opened doors for those who were ready in spirit even when the world had not noticed them yet. So never mock the power of one moment when it is wrapped in my timing. But also never idolize a moment. The moment serves the purpose. The purpose does not serve the moment. If I bring a surprising connection across your path, receive it with gratitude, but keep your eyes on me. The enemy has tried to trap you in extremes. One day he wants you to think too little of yourself, to believe you are nothing, to assume no good thing can happen to you, to keep you small, hidden, ashamed, and passive. The next day he tempts you to chase fantasies without discipline, to crave instant elevation without preparation, to mistake hype for destiny, and to confuse noise with calling. But I am leading you in a better way. I am teaching you to be hopeful without being foolish, bold without being arrogant, expectant without being unstable, and hungry without becoming desperate. Desperation makes people vulnerable to deception. But holy expectation anchors you in peace while still keeping your hands ready. You do not need to force doors open. You do not need to manipulate outcomes. You do not need to attach yourself to every shiny signal. When it is me, peace and wisdom will accompany the urgency. This message linked to Elon Musk is, in part, a mirror. It reveals how you react when something appears connected to power, money, innovation, scale, or influence. Does fear rise? Does greed rise? Does insecurity rise? Does comparison rise? Or does faith rise? Does purpose rise? Does discernment rise? Does gratitude rise? I am exposing your inner posture because where I am taking you, your inner posture will matter more than your outer opportunity. If your heart is ruled by greed, then even blessing will harm you. If your heart is ruled by insecurity, even favor will feel unsafe. If your heart is ruled by comparison, even growth will become misery. But if your heart is ruled by me, then no matter what level of opportunity appears, you will remain steady, humble, clear, and fruitful. There is also something else you must hear. You have not wasted as much time as you think. Yes, there were delays. Yes, there were mistakes. Yes, there were days you could have moved differently. Yes, you let fear win sometimes. Yes, you procrastinated. Yes, you doubted. Yes, you misunderstood signs. Yes, you got distracted. But I am the Redeemer of time. I know how to weave even your detours into a testimony when you surrender them. I know how to turn lessons into leverage. I know how to make old disappointment strengthen new wisdom. I know how to use the years that looked empty to develop endurance, empathy, skill, hunger, and resilience. So stop speaking over yourself as though your life is finished because the process has been long. Stop calling yourself late when I am still moving. Stop measuring your value by timelines that heaven never wrote. You are in a season where I am asking you to clean the inside of the vessel. Let bitterness go. Let envy go. Let the obsession with who noticed you and who ignored you go. Let the shame from old failures go. Let the need to prove yourself to people who misjudged you go. Let toxic attachment to old identities go. Let fantasy that pulls you away from obedience go. Let spiritual laziness go. Let self-hatred go. Let false humility go. Let every habit that keeps your mind foggy and your spirit weak begin to break. This next stretch of your journey requires inner room. I am not only trying to place something in your hand. I am trying to enlarge your capacity. Some blessings feel delayed because the soul needs room before the hand receives weight. And you are becoming roomier now. You are becoming clearer now. You are becoming stronger now. Do not be afraid of big names, big spaces, big systems, or large visions. The same God who is with you in hidden prayer is with you in public opportunity. The same God who strengthened you in loneliness will strengthen you in visibility. The same God who taught you through tears will guide you through doors. If a connection to someone powerful is ever part of your path, do not tremble as though you have entered a place where I cannot lead. I am Lord there too. I am God in boardrooms, laboratories, companies, media rooms, online platforms, stages, studios, and conversations with influential people. You do not need a different God for bigger places. You only need deeper trust in the God you already have. I know there have been moments when you imagined a sudden breakthrough so vividly that you almost hurt yourself with hope. You wanted it quickly. You wanted it loudly. You wanted proof that all the waiting meant something. You wanted your life to turn in a way that would silence every mocker and shock every doubter. But I need to tell you that I am not just interested in shocking the people who overlooked you. I am interested in transforming you. Vindication is not the highest prize. Becoming who I called you to be is. If I bless you only so others can see it, that blessing will not satisfy you for long. But if I shape you into someone deeply rooted, wise, alive, disciplined, and surrendered, then every blessing that comes after will have a foundation strong enough to last. Do not misread this moment as merely about success. It is about alignment. Success without alignment becomes emptiness. Recognition without alignment becomes pressure. Wealth without alignment becomes confusion. Connection without alignment becomes entanglement. Expansion without alignment becomes collapse. So before you ask me for the next sign, ask me for a clean heart. Before you ask me for a major door, ask me for maturity. Before you ask me for visibility, ask me for stability. Before you ask me for rapid increase, ask me for depth. I am not withholding from you to punish you. I am preparing you so the answer will not destroy what the prayer was meant to bless. Somewhere inside you, there is still a childlike part that hopes for something astonishing to happen. You wonder whether one day your name could reach places you never imagined. You wonder whether your creativity, ideas, voice, or calling could intersect with powerful movements in the world. You wonder whether one day the impossible story will become your testimony. I gave you that childlike spark for a reason. Do not let cynicism kill it. But do not let naivety mislead it either. I want your wonder to mature into faith. I want your excitement to mature into stewardship. I want your dreams to mature into assignments. Wonder says, maybe something amazing can happen. Faith says, God can do it. Stewardship says, and I will prepare for it responsibly. I am speaking especially to the part of you that has felt unseen in the digital age. You have watched others rise fast. You have seen people gain followers, attention, resources, exposure, and success while you felt overlooked. You have compared your hidden work with other people's visible moments. You have questioned whether your time will ever come. But I tell you now, never assume that visibility equals favor or that obscurity equals rejection. Many visible people are empty. Many hidden people are being prepared. Many celebrated people are not anchored. Many unknown people are one season away from change. Stay with me in the hidden place. Stay faithful where you are. What I build deeply may look slower, but it becomes stronger. You must also guard yourself from false urgencies. The world constantly says open this now, respond now, chase this now, fear this now, compare now, spend now, react now. But I am teaching you another rhythm. My urgency does not disconnect you from peace. My urgency awakens holy focus. It says, forgive now, obey now, repent now, prepare now, pray now, finish now, rest where I tell you to rest, move where I tell you to move, be still where I tell you to be still. So if this message has reached you in a way that stirs your attention, let the result not be panic, but alignment. Let the result be that you return to the secret place. Let the result be that you become more honest with me. Amen.